Hey there, I'm Mallory from the Humanitec team. Today, I want to welcome you to the MVP program, and I'm going to walk you through not only what the program is, but some best practices and tips for MVP success. So let's start by looking at what is the MVP? Well, it's really a core principle in platform engineering and a big part of treating your platform like a product. It's a best practice that we use all over the world with teams to get started in platform engineering. The MVP itself means minimum viable platform. And the idea is that it's a basic, scope constrained version of an internal developer platform that is designed to show value quickly. We build them with just enough features to help teams get started improving the value of a platform right away, not just to show that the idea itself works, but also to show that before you invest a lot of time and money into a full scale platform, you can show value quickly and start small. With Humanitec itself, we've designed our MVP program to fit in with other best practice programs in platform engineering, but also in the context of helping you understand how the Humanitec platform orchestrator and the other products we have can work for you. Inside of 4 weeks, our goal is to get you to having a demoable first version of your platform running. And like you've already probably talked about with your sales rep, the payment terms and license type are specific to the MVP itself. After MVP, you can move into production readiness program to build out something more production grade for a first team or first set of teams, and then you can scale into adoption directly. But for now, we'll stick on the MVP. What we will provide you with that is very Humanitec centric through this is a couple different things. We'll provide you with a pre-MVP checklist and preparation guides to get you started and off on the right foot. We're also going to work with you on customizing a project plan for your MVP to keep you on track. We have documentation and self-guided training to really just get you knowledgeable about the best practices as well as the concepts you'll need to learn. And we are also there through hands-on interactive training sessions on both the technology you'll be working with as well as platform engineering best practices and how they apply to Humanitec. We offer you email, Slack, and team support, as well as live session support, depending on the package you have purchased. So if you have questions about that, ask your sales rep and make sure you're aligned on what is best for you. So why is the MVP itself the best way to evaluate Humanitec? Well, we break it down into 4 key areas. Realistically, it's about fast and focused validation. So we're starting with small use cases that are able to quickly deliver value without a huge upfront investment in both time, technology, and money. It's also about real world testing. So the goal here is that we see how Humanitec performs in your actual environment, in your context. So your real teams, real tooling, and real workflows. We want to help you get stakeholder buy-in here as well. So demonstrate some early wins through the MVP process to get leadership buy-in as well as team alignment before you scale. And with that comes this idea that it is much easier to build for scale when you do it safely in this way. So we're laying the groundwork for a scalable platform itself with Humanitec at its core, while reducing risk and complexity early on. You get the time to learn, you get the time to experiment, but you also get the time to understand why the Humanitec platform orchestrator is there for you. So what are the expected outcomes of the MVP directly? Well, we break them down by persona group. So for your platform team, the idea is that you get technical conviction that this platform with Humanitec at its center is the right solution and that they're ready to build a production grade version. For your application developers, we want them to be convinced that Humanitec at the center of your platform is going to give them that developer self-service at a low cognitive load that they really need. Your security team should be convinced that the design of the platform you have in mind is secure and future-proof, and that Humanitec is part of that solution. And for your executives, your leadership, they should believe that the ROI is justified in investing further into a production-grade platform and growing. So what kind of commitment to success do you need to have as a team in order to do this well? Well, it really comes down to expectations. So during the MVP, you can expect from us project management help throughout the phases of the MVP with regular office hours. You'll get those with a CSM. You'll also have architectural design support from your CSM as well as an architect. You'll get guidance on the implementation of the MVP components itself and how to go about that in your context, as well as support through Slack, email, and video call. You're going to get some enablement and learning materials too that will help you understand how best to move forward with your platform. From your side of things, there's a couple things we expect in order for the MVP to be successful. So we need 1 to 2 technical platform engineers working on this thing 2 to 3 hours per day. And you need 30 to 60 minutes per week for your project management sessions. We also anticipate that you have a sample application to scope the MVP around early on. And there are some materials on what you need to think about here available in the documentation. We also want to make sure that you're committed as a whole to the MVP process. So, what if you don't have a dedicated platform team? Well, Platco is pleased to offer our services team in order to support you on this. You've possibly already seen this when talking with your representative, but make sure you go through it again. If you need help, it is here for you. And Platco can actually help with the hands-on implementation and build out of the MVP itself. So some frequently asked questions that I often hear. The first one is, why isn't the Humanitec MVP program free? The idea is that we are here to deliver real, measurable outcomes. So not just trials or kind of unfocused experiments. We find that when teams have actual skin in the game, they are much more committed to building something really meaningful and valuable for them. So that small investment helps ensure dedicated stakeholder involvement. Your teams are prioritizing that work and are going to collaborate more closely with us. It's also about faster and more focused results. So when we both committed to the same exercise, we move quicker and we often make better decisions. And the other thing that's important is that you get true evaluation inside of your context. So it's not a sandbox. We are working with you collaboratively in your environment with your tools and your challenges. The other question I often get asked is what skill sets are required of the platform team for the MVP. So to get started, I recommend that you have at least some part-time or full-time expertise on your platform team in these areas. So containerized applications, Kubernetes and kubectl, familiarity with your cloud provider tools and setup, IAC, if that is the direction you choose to go, so things like Terraform or Ansible, familiarity with your current tooling, as well as an understanding of your current CI/CD and your workflows. And just as a reminder, if you don't have these skill sets on your team, Atco Services can help by filling in these gaps and providing these for you. So ask your sales rep for more details. So what's next for you? Well, after committing to your MVP, you're going to get introduced to your CSM as well as an architect that will be working with you throughout the process. Your CSM is then going to send you some homework to get you started on discovery, and they'll set up a call with you to do the exact same. They're also going to send you some information on documentation and your first self-directed training sessions to get you rolling. After discovery is completed, your CSM will complete your project plan and get it ready for your official kickoff call. You're also going to set up those project management sessions with your CSM, technical sessions with your architect, and find times for additional training as needed throughout the process. Then you're basically ready to get started. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Talk to your sales rep or talk to your CSM or architect once you're introduced. We wish you all the best on your MVP, and we're looking forward to getting started.